Guys, I believe I've got some good news for you, and that is our beloved Kaspa being listed on the first US regulated exchange, Pionex US, and that will allow US citizens to buy Kaspa directly with fiat. First and foremost, these guys are regulated exchange with MSB and MTL licenses, and they are approved in 47 states. By the way, these guys have 10 times lower purchase cost and lower trading fees than Coinbase. They also have 11 different trading bots that can make life of a trader much easier. On the top of that, I have managed to get you an exclusive incentive, and that is an opportunity to win 100,000 Kaspa as long as you buy or deposit 350 Kaspa into Pionex. So how to register? You can find register icon in the right top corner. Provide your information and start the process of KYC and start your journey today. So how to purchase Kaspa on Pionex? Simply click on Markets, Spot, USDT and click on Kaspa logo. You will find buy or sell button in the bottom left corner. And you can find a link in the link section on the channel or in the description of this video. So now guys, you have the possibility of purchasing Kaspa or trading Kaspa on centralized exchange, and you don't have to deal with NordVPN, so on and so forth. Now let's have a look at the weekly time frame. Let's actually look at the analysis of Kaspa first, and later we are going to look at BTC. So guys, first of all, weekly time frame. Okay, stochastic RSI is basically pointing that we are experiencing that reversal, not mentioning about recent FOMC meeting. Also guys, bullish thing is that Kaspa is basically trading above, well, on a weekly, above this mid-range that belongs to that upward channel, which is a bullish price action in my eyes. At least I don't understand why people are saying that Kaspa is, well, bearish, right, and it's staying at, well, 17 or whatever cents forever. Well, to me that is a clear uptrend. So now let's move on a daily time frame, guys. So from the standpoint of the daily time frame, looks like the scenario number one is basically playing out, and I'm talking about stochastic RSI. So Kaspa basically went into these overheated areas, and now if the momentum is strong, and I do believe in these conditions, the current conditions, the momentum is quite strong, and that scenario number one is playing out. So we could see another wave possibly, because that, well, blue line is escaping from that orange one significantly. However, there is no guarantee, of course. So, well, again, scenario number one, this on a daily time frame, and then potentially a bit of a pullback, because we had only one retest of this level as a support and dip below slightly. So even if that is going to happen and Kaspa is going to do sideways price action on a daily for a while before it's going to build up momentum, because you saw what's happening on a weekly, I think that's going to be fine. So let's have a look at the smaller time frame to actually understand more. Now stochastic RSI is basically showing that a bearish cross, and we could see a bit of a dip, and 2-hourly time frame, guys, is basically showing that, well, most likely we are going to see that little retest. But obviously guys, that's only if you are scalping, right? This is very, very short time frame. However, I would like to point out the fact that on a weekly time frame, things are looking good for Kaspa. And also one thing that I would like to do is to actually pull out Fibonacci extension in here, guys. So let me click on the Fibonacci extension. Let's draw it from that low to all-time highs, and let's stop it in here, guys, all right, at the bottom of that wick. So let me zoom out and let's actually see. So as you guys see, this level in here that belongs into that, well, resistance of that channel, that's perfectly, well, almost perfectly coinciding with one level, which is normally where traders are taking their profits at. Okay, so first of all, we do have a resistance in here, as you guys see, and we also have, based on Fibonacci extension, we've got this level. So 1.168 is not really far away from my target of, well, let's say bigger pump of 30 cents, and later on we could expect such price action. But obviously I do believe that in a full-blown bull market, that is going to be a different story. Okay, so this is, well, what we potentially could expect on that weekly pump. Let's see. So again, guys, this is the target that I've set in here a long time ago. However, I still do believe that Kaspa is going to reach this zone in here sooner or later. However, we should expect some pullbacks because people are going to take their profits. So guys, let's have a look at BTC, because obviously BTC isn't boring at all. So we've got good news for BTC basically. So let me actually go into the daily time frame, guys, and I'm pretty sure that you remember that we've been talking about this downtrend, and BTC actually broke this downtrend, and I was telling you guys that, you know, price of BTC actually can go, you know, either towards this area of liquidity or this one, okay? But you know, obviously the FOMC meeting was a bullish catalyst, and now BTC is pumping. So as you guys see, based on stochastic RSI, this is the same story, just like with Kaspa, okay? So what is the next thing for BTC? Of course, nothing is going in a straight up line in this market. Of course it might, but I am not going to be over positive, and I'm not going to say that this pump is going to lead us to the full-blown bull cycle, because you know, things might gonna happen along the way. We still anticipate this huge catalyst, which is obviously US elections, and there is still a bit of a time to actually manipulate this market by people that don't want you to win basically. And speaking about FOMC, we had a rate cut by 0.50 basis points instead of 25, so I do believe that is a very bullish thing. And also guys, if we are going to point this thing out, all right, because you know, that happened before. We had rate cuts in 2020, and this is what happened to price of BTC, and well, this is 2024. So guys, if the history is going to rhyme and repeat, we could expect pump. And now let's come back to the chart actually, all right? So let's have a look at a 4-hourly time frame for BTC. So this is what's going on for BTC. Stochastic RSI is reaching that ceiling level, and we technically could see, you know, a retest of this zone. So I wouldn't be surprised if BTC would retest this zone as a support, or even this zone as a support, which actually it break out from before, right? That whole downtrend. So guys, long term everything is actually gearing up, because you know, even looking at stochastic RSI, this is what is brewing at the moment on a weekly for BTC and overall market. And now guys, looking at liquidity, many people are actually longing the market on a leverage, okay? So let's have a look, where is the liquidity at the moment? So this is 24-hourly time frame, guys. We do have some levels of liquidity below the current trading price. However, juicier level of liquidity is above the current trading price. So could BTC go above 62,600 to levels like this? Well, very possible. Let's actually have a look at a 3 daily time frame, guys, and let's see what is going on a 3 daily. So as you guys see, we've got huge liquidity in here, so expect volatility in these, you know, next couple of days. And if we are going to see further dips for BTC or for Kaspa, I believe that this is basically last opportunities, because we are gearing towards these, you know, elections. We are gearing towards Q4. Now we've got neutral 49, so market is still neutral even after that pump. That is obviously great, and we have some positive news, and I do believe that this is for long-term kind of adoption of BTC and crypto overall, because Louisiana state government now accepts Bitcoin as payment. Well, this is big if you ask me. And also, Mr. Max is pointing out this chart, and he's saying that the bull market is incoming. But I would like to focus on the dips, because they are going to happen. This is not the first in this cycle, okay? So let's have a look at what happened in here. We had exit out of that accumulation zone, then we had the first pump, and then we had a pullback, okay? So this is where we are at the moment, okay? I'm going to get into that, but as you guys see, we had another pump for BTC, and then we had a huge sell-off, and this is a monthly chart, okay? So this candle in here is a monthly candle. Then we have another 2 or 3 months of upside, and then boom, 2 months down, okay? And then the top. So let's have a look at the previous bull cycle, guys. So in the previous bull cycle, well, we had much less consolidations, right? Of course, there is no way to actually predict how many pullbacks and consolidations we are going to have, you know, during this cycle. However, what I'm trying to say in here is that we will most likely have them, and you have to be prepared for it and take out profits as you go basically in this cycle. But anyways, this is where we are at the moment, guys. And if I'm going to go into this cycle, this is what's happening, okay? So this is the biggest pullback so far, you know, comparing to the previous cycles. But obviously that's, well, in my opinion at least, you know, nothing in this video is financial advice. In fact, I forgot to mention, but I'm pretty sure that you know. But my opinion is that, you know, that huge pump that we saw was basically caused due to the fact of these ETF inflows, and market got overexcited, right? So, you know, we are anticipating that pump basically and continuation of the parabola. and potential top could be around 260k for BTC. That would be obviously beautiful, but let's see now. Let's see what Mr. Titan is trying to show us on a monthly time frame from the perspective of 38.2 Fibonacci level. So he says that he made it clear the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement around 56,000 is the key level to watch, and BTC is holding it strong. We are far from losing this level. The bullish momentum remains intact. So let's have a look, guys. Every single time BTC dipped to that 38.2, as you guys see, we had bounced towards the upside. So that also occurred in this, well, in the previous cycle, and in this current cycle that occurs every single time. Okay, so El Crypto Prof is pointing out weekly chart for BTC. He's saying that most exciting FOMC meeting of the year, and the chart of the BTC looks like this. Descending broadening wedge for 6 months. In the past, these patterns have always been bullish. RSI is leading indicator and has already broken out of the downtrend. So guys, let's have a look at these descending broadening wedges, because that happened in 2023. That was basically the bottom of, you know, this cycle, let's say, of the previous cycle. Well, the bottom of the previous cycle, but basically the start of this bull cycle. So what happened? We had this descending broadening wedge, and after that BTC left this descending broadening wedge. In 2023 another case like that happened as well, and this is what's going on at the moment. Even if we are going to dip a little bit lower on a shorter time frame, that doesn't mean anything. That is a macro chart, okay? This is weekly chart, and we do have to pay attention to that, okay? So people that are complaining, basically, I would understand if you guys are traders or you are scalping, but if you're long-term investors, I would say just be happy that you still have these prices, because, you know, RSI basically broke towards the upside. I would like to point out what's going on when RSI is actually, you know, breaking that downtrend. So, well, we had pumps 2 last times, and this is what's going on currently, as you guys see. So everything is basically pointing out towards one direction, and this is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 dominance on a daily chart. And Mr. Prof is pointing out that he think we will soon see a massive volatility for total 2 #altcoins. Don't forget that this market can also do something completely different than just move sideways. See 2017, 2021. Fractal, which he posted weeks ago, is ready to take off to the upside. So guys, this is something that I'm basically showing on the channel every now and then. This particular chart, we can clearly see that this is inverse head and shoulder, and as you guys see, this current daily candle is basically showing us that everything is going according to the plan. And also, guys, very important, because from the Ichimoku perspective, according to Mr. Titan, price is above the Tenkan red and Kijun blue, and the cloud signaling strong upward movement is likely. Next key targets 64,400 and 68,900. And that's it, what I've got for you today. I hope that you have guys enjoyed, and as always, peace and love crypto.